It's about the Word, and it's about understanding grace through faith, and that is enormous for us.
When I come here on Sundays, I'm getting preached to about God's love, about grace, about forgiveness, about hope. And it's not a shaming sermon. It's not telling me what I've done wrong the past month and what I need to fix this week and what I need to be doing better. It's showing the truth in the gospel and showing me how I can better my life and showing me how I can help better other people's lives by showing that. So whether it's in my relationships or the community or society in general, it's giving an opportunity to better that.
You know, the Pause group is a great example for me. I read Acts in a way that I've never read it before. It was very interesting talking with the group. Plus I made a lot of good friends out of the group. But there are also, so you can grow your faith, but you can also get out into the community and demonstrate your faith for community members by just doing a lot of the different activities that we do in the community.
I remember when the boys were little, we didn't have a regular church. I knew that I wanted them to grow up in the church like I didn't, to be able to have that blind faith that I continue to struggle with. And so I started coming and I started bringing them to church school, and little by little Mark started coming, and we didn't come very regularly, but Jacob said to us one day, I want us to go to church like a regular family. And that started it. We started coming all the time, the four of us, and worshiped regularly. It certainly brought us together, closer together as a family.
I have a pretty challenging career and some children that are wonderful parts of my life, and by being in God's Word and manifesting that into my life, I find myself to be a lot more patient, a lot more loving, a lot more kind, and I try to remember words like, as Jesus loved the church, let me love my wife as well.
I kind of hang with a lot of better people than you would expect, and then it teaches me a lot of things that I could take to high school with me and teach other people. Like I've kind of helped a lot of like people that are in trouble or doing bad things.
I think that before I started coming to church, I had a really strong sense of justice, and that hasn't changed. But the way that I interact with people, and I believed in peace too. Peace was really important to me, but not so much on an interpersonal level, I guess. And I'm certainly more peaceful with people and more generous, though I still work on my generosity and loving because of Jesus.
Radical hospitality doesn't mean I shake your hand if you're a visitor. Radical hospitality is how we engage with the world.
That you're not alone, that this church is really a family. I haven't been part of it a super long time, and I already feel just completely accepted and embraced here. That there's a spot for you, and it's all about reaching out to figure out what you're good at, where you can serve, and what your role is here in the congregation.
And just because I've not been a member here since 1975 doesn't make me any less of a member than anyone else. And even if I was just baptized last week, it doesn't make me any less or any more. I'm now a child of God, and that's what's the most important.